Not long ago, we thought we had found the ceiling of the universe. We gazed into the terrifying abyss of Ton 618, a celestial titan boasting the mass of 66 billion suns. For years, astronomers believed this was the absolute limit, the point where the laws of physics simply would not allow a monster to grow any larger. We believed the universe had reached its capacity for darkness. But the universe does not care about the limits of human comprehension. It does not care for our charts, our theories, or our sense of scale. It turns out that Ton 618 is merely a prince in an ocean of darkness. If you travel 5.7 billion light-years away from our tiny cosmic shore, past the familiar constellations and into the heart of the Phoenix cluster, you will find the true king of the abyss. Welcome to Phoenix A, a gravitational anomaly so incomprehensibly massive it doesn't just challenge our theories, it shatters them. Today, we break your sense of reality. To understand Phoenix A, we must first discard everything we know about size. Ton 618, our previous heavyweight champion, sits at 66 billion solar masses. Phoenix A is estimated to hold the mass of 100 billion suns. Let that number sink in. If you were to take every single star in our Milky Way galaxy, every sun, every red dwarf, every massive blue giant from edge to edge, and crush them down into a single point, Phoenix A would still dwarf that entire collection of matter. This unimaginable mass creates an event horizon, the point of no return where not even light can escape. With a diameter of 590 billion kilometers. For perspective, the distance from our Sun to Pluto is a mere 5.9 billion kilometers. You could line up 100 of our solar systems edge to edge, and they would all be swallowed effortlessly by the mouth of this shadow. If Phoenix A replaced our Sun tomorrow, its edge of absolute darkness would stretch far beyond the Oort cloud. It wouldn't just consume our planets. It would consume our entire stellar neighborhood for dozens of light years. It is a hole in the fabric of the universe that makes entire galaxies look like grains of sand. Yet, the most terrifying aspect of Phoenix A is not its size. It is the fact that according to our current understanding of science, it shouldn't exist. In astrophysics, there is a speed limit to growth known as the Eddington limit. As a black hole feeds on surrounding gas and stars, the matter heating up around it creates intense radiation. If a black hole eats too violently, that radiation becomes so powerful it actually pushes the remaining gas away, effectively choking off its own food supply. If Phoenix A grew by simply swallowing stars and gas since the dawn of time, the universe itself is not old enough for it to have reached 100 billion solar masses. It literally ran out of time. This forced scientists to create an entirely new classification for this entity, the SLAB, or stupendously large black hole. So how does a SLAB come to be? There are two chilling possibilities. The first is galactic cannibalism. Phoenix A might be the victor of a multi-billion-year theater of war, a process where giant black holes consumed other giant black holes in endless cosmic collisions. Merging their dark power, until only one absolute sovereign remained. But the second theory is far more haunting. Phoenix A might be a primordial black hole, a flaw in space-time, forged in the very first fraction of a second after the Big Bang. While the rest of the universe was still cooling, while the first stars had not even ignited, this shadow was already growing in the dark. It may be an ancient relic of creation itself, a piece of the beginning that will see the very end. We often think of black holes as cosmic graveyards, places where matter goes to die. But when you become as massive as Phoenix A, you cease to be a mere killer. You become something closer to a god. At the core of its cluster, Phoenix A fires jets of relativistic plasma from its poles, piercing millions of light years into the cosmos. These jets are so unfathomably powerful. They do something unexpected. They force the cold gas surrounding the galaxy to collapse. Instead of sterilizing its surroundings, the lethal jets of Phoenix A trigger a firestorm of creation. In the galaxy hosted by this monster, 740 sun-sized stars are born every single year. Compare that to our own Milky Way, which struggles to create just 1 or 2 stars a year. Phoenix A is a beating heart, pumping life into its galaxy using raw, catastrophic violence to force the universe into creating trillions of new stars just to keep its dark empire illuminated. We live in a peaceful era, a cosmic coincidence in an infinite stretch of time. But time will not be kind forever. Trillions of years from now, when the last star has exhausted its fuel and died, when galaxies crumble into dust and the universe becomes a cold, dead sea of nothingness, entities like Phoenix A will remain. It will sit on its throne of absolute nothingness for the rest of eternity, slowly, painfully slowly, evaporating through Hawking radiation. It will take a number of years so large that if you tried to write the zeros down, they wouldn't fit on the surface of the Earth. Looking into the abyss of Phoenix A forces a bitter pill of reality down our throats. On our tiny speck of rock, suspended in a sunbeam, we wage wars over land, money, and power. We believe our struggles are the center of the story, but out there, a shadow the weight of 100 billion suns dictates the fate of trillions of stars in absolute silence. The universe does not care about our existence. Phoenix A is the eternal monument that reminds us exactly how insignificant we truly are. We are but a brief flash of light in the shadow of the king. If you enjoyed this journey into the deep, hit the subscribe button and join us as we continue to explore the furthest reaches of the cosmic lens. The abyss is waiting.